So good morning, everybody. This is Tyler with Prima Software. I'll be the host for the forum today, and we'll be covering the various functions of maintenance and settings. Andrea will be in the chat to answer your questions as I cover the content on screen. And after I cover the content, we'll unmute everyone and open the floor for about 15 minutes of questions. So at the top here, we have our Prima settings. You can change your password for logging into Prima. You'll just enter your current password, new password, and then confirm that. We can also change our working depot here. This will only show you your requirements for receipts for the depot that you're in. So go ahead and change that to warehouse 2. It will also show at the top here which depot you're in if you hover over it. Also in settings, we have maintenance. And right now it's saying I do not have permission to access maintenance. To change that, we'll just need to log into admin. We'll go into the users on the left and then find the user that you're trying to change. Here you can also change your password just by overtyping the field here. A few you might not have this feature yet. I think it's in one of the newer versions. But at the bottom we have this tick box, allow user to perform maintenance jobs. We'll go ahead and click that and hit save. And we can go back into client. We should have access to maintenance now. So the first one here at the top, sales order cost change. If you've updated the cost on a purchase order that's fully dispatched and you want to write that cost back to the sales order, you can do that by searching for the sales order number here. And this will also write back to any invoices and credits linked to the sales order. We'll hit search. It'll show the company here and then all the lines on the sales order. So just to show you an example, we'll go ahead and change one of these. Update sales cost at the bottom. It gives us a confirmation. And then on the sales order itself, you can see that that cost is now updated. Go back into maintenance. There's a few more. The next 4 here, sales invoice, sales credit, purchase invoice, and credit, move back to outstanding on all of these. These are just if you need to make changes to an order with an invoice that's already been posted. You can just search for the invoice number. It'll show you the lines once again. You'll move it back to outstanding, make your changes, and then repost the invoice, and it will overwrite the existing invoice in QuickBooks. These next 2 here, purchase invoice and credit, delete and not put lines back in outstanding. This is usually used when you first start using Prima and you have purchase invoices coming in from previous orders that were already ordered and paid in your old system. Or if you accidentally send a batch of invoices by mistake, you can come back in here and correct that. The next 2, delete a purchase invoice or credit and put the lines back in outstanding. You might use this if you want to make a change to the amount or add a line. Say you forgot to add a delivery charge on the invoice. Next, we have EDI purchase and credit from electronic to manual. These electronic invoices and credits, you can't make changes to them when they're electronic. So if you need to do that, you'll have to come in here, change it to manual, and then you'll be able to make changes on those. We also have this option, remove stock requirements entries. If you've deleted a big purchase order for stock, or say you've created a lot of requirement lines that are no longer needed, this will remove all those lines. The next 4 here, sales invoice credit, purchase invoice credit, move to posted. This will just manually move these all to posted. You might use this if they're stuck in a completed status, but it's already been posted QuickBooks. You can progress this to posted without actually reposting it a second time. But if you do see any in that state where they're completed, stuck and completed, please give us a call so we can get to the bottom of that. That's it for our maintenance area here. We also have clear cache, and this will clear the memory from reports and things that you have open. You can also do this just by restarting Prima. It does the same thing. And we did create a Prima voice recognition. It's a bit like Hey Google, but instead you say Hey Prima. It has some basic commands. You might say Hey Prima and then open publications. We didn't develop this further because there's more important enhancements that we're working on though. And that's everything in settings that we wanted to show you guys today. And that'll conclude today's forum.